Okay, so we're going to try to finalize some things in this practice for the collage. In your lovely landscape that you have, you're going to go over to your layers panel and unlock the background. We're going to go to our move tool on the left. We're going to click and drag over to our background that we've created. Now, mine is a little bit different because I have a portrait when my image that I'm adding is a landscape, not a big deal. I'm just going to resize using the corners. I'm going to show you what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of. And it may be different for you. There's a variety of ways to blend your background in. Press enter. I'm also going to bring in my lovely monstrosity that I've created. If we notice, they're still in 2 layers, so we don't want to mess that up. I want it all to be one object. I'm just going to come over to my layers panel, right click, and merge visible. Now I've got them both on one layer. I'm going to use that move tool on the top left. Click and drag to bring this into my lovely space over here. So I've got it on the top layer. If I need to resize it, I can. So maybe this is like an actual monster. Okay. So you have a variety of objects in my image. Yours may only have 1 or 2. What I want to show you is the layer via copy. So we've got all of our images together. We're going to do layer via copy to add, I guess, some layering to make it look believable. So maybe I want this blue llama to be behind this cabin, right? So it looks like it's coming out of the forest. So what I need to do is go back to my layer with my cabins. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to my selection tool that I was using earlier, this quick selection tool. So again, it's over here. It's the second option down, quick selection tool. You can also press W on your keyboard. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to select this cabin and maybe these trees right behind it, making sure that my selection tool is on the plus or the regular. So I'll select what I want. And I want it to look like blue is peeking behind these trees. So I'm going to select those 2. Now that I have what I want selected, and yes, I went over, I'm going to go back and erase this. I'm going to right click while I have the selection option open. So if I go to move, it's going to mess it up. I have to be on this tool. I'm going to right click, feather, right click, layer via copy. I'm going to drag that above the blue llama layer. I'm going to go to my move tool, click on the blue llama layer, and notice it starts to go behind. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I need to erase and clean up. You're just going to use your eraser tool. Make sure that you're on the correct layer, so you don't want to erase your animal that you've created. Again, the brackets are next to the letter P. The right bracket makes it larger. Check your opacity. Great, majestic blue llama peeking through the forest. Seeing view too far, Control Z. Maybe best just to do a little bit at a time. So once you've got your creature where you want it and how you want it to look in your image, it can be done if you want to. If you want it to blend into your background, right? So I have this green up here, so maybe I go through and erase on the background layer. Right, I can do that. I can also have it like a gradient by using lower opacity. There's also the blending mode option, so I can go to this. It makes it a little bit tricky because the house is going to look funky, but you can always go to your blending modes and the layers. There's all sorts of really cool stuff that you could do and add. Some of them are a little more subtle than others. So if you want to do something fun like that, you could. This looks kind of nice because I can go through and just erase these mountains and clean it up. I'll have a picture of the finished product in your Google Classroom slides just so you can see what it looks like when I'm done. I just wanted to show you some of your options with blending, trying to make things look like they belong together. This is just one object in one landscape So, basic tools of you will use the knowledge from this to create a portrait, not a landscape, where you are the focal point and you are surrounding yourself with things that you're interested in or information that will tell you more